Hey, welcome to another episode of Dirt Road Salvation. Y'all asked for it, so you're gonna get it. I put out a poll. We were talking about what the next video y'all wanted to see it be about, and guess what won? The fmcsa proposal for speed limiters. So, without further ado, I ain't gonna keep y'all waiting. Let's get through this. Alright, well, without any further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and let's get into this. So, this article here comes from, where is it? CDL Life. So, title of it says, the FMCSA plans to push out speed limiter mandate proposal in summer of 2023. It says the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration has signaled that it will move forward with the controversial rule requiring speed limiters for commercial vehicles. In a federal report recently released by the U.S. Department of Transportation, the FMCSA has targeted June 30, 2023 as the planned date of release a supplemental notice of proposed rulemaking for heavy vehicle speed limiters. So, let's zoom this in here. FMCSA 44 Heavy Vehicle Speed Limiters. Popular title, Commercial Motor Vehicle Speed Limiters. Case number RIN 2126-Alpha Bravo 63. Abstract. FMCSA intends to proceed with a motor carrier-based speed limiter rulemaking by preparing a supplemental notice of proposal rulemaking. To follow up, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and FMCSA joint issued September 7, 2016 notice of proposed rulemaking on the subject. The new rulemaking is subsequent consultation with NHTSA will consider whether additional regulatory action should be taken concerning commercial motor vehicle manufacturer requirements, specifically motor carriers operating commercial motor vehicles in interstate commerce with a gross vehicle weight rating or gross vehicle weight of 11,794 kilograms or more, which is 26,001 pounds for us, Americans that do it right. Whichever is greater, that are equipped with an electronic engine control unit capable of governing the maximum speed required to limit the CMV to a speed to be determined by rulemaking and to maintain that ECU setting for the service of the life of the vehicle. The FMCSA said that the agency plans to proceed with the speed limiter mandate and will consider whether additional regulatory action should be taken concerning commercial motor vehicle manufacturer requirements. Since thousands of truckers oppose speed limiters, Earlier in the year, the FMCSA issued notice of intent document announcing plans on propose that any commercial motor vehicle with a gross vehicle weight of 26,001 pounds or more be equipped with an electronic engine control unit that will be capable of governing speed limit that will be determined during the rulemaking process. Following the announcement, the FMCSA accepted public comment on speed limiter rule, gathering more than 15,600 comments by the time that the submission window had closed. And that is a farce, y'all. There are way more truckers out there than 15,600 of us. I know for a fact I got on there and spoke my mind, whatever it was worth. But, come on, y'all. Take some time. Study your industry. Let's see. Commenter John Cochran said, this idea is horrible. Y'all need to ride in a truck for a week. You would then see the real side of trucks. Just because it looks good on paper doesn't mean it's safe. If all trucks are going the same speed, cars will get mad and try to get around no matter what risks they take. It's a very bad idea and will further cripple the industry. So many of us will leave the industry and park the trucks. You can't get the supply chain caught up now. What do you think will happen with fewer trucks on the road? Stop trying to control our every move. We aren't robots. God bless America. It's all about crushing small business and taking out the little guy. God forbid we actually live the American dream and have our own business. Let's see. A majority of the received comments came from truckers who argued against speed limiters by pointing out that they could cause more road rage incidents while also increasing the risk of crashes. Others said that trucking is already overregulated and the federal government meddling and having a determinal effect on the industry. Some commenters also asked for better enforcement on passenger vehicles and drivers and improved safety highway. Truckers group like OOIDA oppose speed limiters because studies have demonstrated that a higher vehicle variance of vehicle speed in the traffic flow increases the risk of an accident, and speed limiters cause speed variance. Alright, got one more, and then I'll get into my opinion on all this. Commenters divided on FMCSA plans to mandate speed limiters. Large motor carriers and their trade associates tend to express general support for plans by federal regulators to implement a speed limiter requirement for large trucks on the road. On the other hand, independent owner-operators are overwhelmingly opposed. In a sampling of more than 15,000 comments on an April 28th Federal Motor Carriers Administration Notice of Intent issue a speed limiter, a large majority of small truckers and drivers said limiting speed would be unsafe and have negative effects on their business. Now here's where you need to pay attention, y'all, because ATA claims to represent the trucking industry, and I don't know about you, but they do not represent me, and they do not speak for me. I don't know where they get off thinking that they speak for the trucking industry, but the only people that they have the backs of is the mega carriers and those trying to squash out small business and taking away our competitive edge. After a 2-month extension, the written comment period closed July 18th. The ATA, or American Trucking Association, said it generally supports speed limiters for classes 7 and 8 trucks manufactured after 1992 to have a set at a maximum of 65 miles per hour. Now, the Federation favors a fixed speed of 70 miles per hour for trucks equipped with automatic emergency braking and adaptive cruise control. Most of its members already have their truck speed governed, said the ATA. And then basically the rest of everything here is the ATA sitting back and sucking off the teat of the mega carriers. So, what does this break down to? So, essentially, what it boils down to is the simple fact that the ATA they say they represent the trucking industry, but they do not speak for you and me. They are on the tit of the mega carriers, and they're sucking them off, doing everything they can to bleed us dry and make our lives miserable. I don't know about you, but I remember a time in America where we actually had freedom and we got to make our own decisions, and the American dream was to own a home and own your own business and work for yourself and retire early. But the more that I see these things happening, the more I see that FMCSA and these regulators want to come into play, the more I see that it's all about stepping on the little guy, squandering small business, and taking away any type of competitive edge that we have, and trying to drive us all out and leave only big corporate America in the seat to be able to actually move out the country's freight. And I don't know about y'all, but if you've ever worked for one of these mega carriers, we all know they're a joke. So, I am 100% against this. I believe it's going to cause more problems than it will fix things, and I believe that it goes against what this country was founded upon, based on the fact that we, as a people, we the people, have a choice, and we are free. But every time we turn around, Big Brother's got his boot on our neck. So, I don't know. I'm against it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. And until then, I love y'all, and I'll see you next time.